What's up guys, it's Mike, and today I'm going to talk about buying or leasing your vehicle. A lot of people have been wondering if it's a better idea to buy or lease, so I'm going to talk about it and let you guys know what my opinion is. So this is pretty much it. It comes down to what you need and what you're going to use your car for. Let's do leasing first. Leasing is usually about 50% of the value of the car, usually. So say if you buy a car that's worth about $30,000, if your lease is about 3 to 4 years, they find out what the depreciation value is after 3 to 4 years. So if your car depreciates to about $15,000 in 3 years, then you essentially will be paying $15,000 for your car. So whatever the monthly is on your car for $15,000, you will be paying that every month. But you never own the car. Leasing is basically a long-term rental. And another thing is, you have limitations on miles. Some places, or most dealerships, have miles that range between 9, 10, 12,000, and 15,000. I don't know of any dealers that do more than 15,000 miles a year. So if you take your, say if you're gonna buy a Subaru, and you take the Subaru as a commuter car, and you commute 15,000 miles a year, essentially your car is only going to be a commuter car. And if you ever go over your 15,000 miles a year on your vehicle, then you're going to end up paying 20, 30 cents a mile, whatever it may be. So leasing, there is a little bit difficulty because of the mileage. If you live in Southern California, then you commute everywhere. You drive a lot, really far. Your work is usually pretty far, and it's not the best option for you. But if you want a new car every 3 to 4 years, then leasing is definitely a really, really good option, as long as you stay within the miles. You don't own it. You have to return it after 3 years. And once you just return it, you can either buy the car at the current value, or you buy another car or lease another car with them. And that's the leasing issue. Buying is obviously very simple. It's just a lot more expensive. You're buying the full value of the car. So if you're buying a $30,000 car, you are actually paying $30,000 for whatever amount of years. And you own the car after you pay it, so you have something to keep. And then you have the option of selling it. So if you buy a car for $30,000 and after 3 years you decide to sell it and it's worth $20,000, you sell it and you get $20,000 back. So for 3 or 4 years, you're only driving a car for about $10,000, which is not too shabby. But that's the buying option. You have no miles. Obviously, it's your car. So buying is something that you want to consider if you want to keep the car. If you're a person that likes to change cars, then leasing is the option for you. Unfortunately, leasing can be really expensive because you're swapping out a car every 3 to 4 years, but you do get that nice new car. A lot of people have like Beamers and Mercedes and those fancy cars, and they mostly lease them because they're always looking for the new car. So in 2013 they may go and get a leased car. 3 years down the road, in 2015, they return their leased car and they get a new car. They get a new Benz or whatever it is, or a BMW. That's something you want to consider. If you're getting a Subaru as a leased car, you got to make sure you don't commute in it and you don't modify it. You can put rims on it, but you're gonna have to put the originals back on. And then if you tint the car, you're pretty much wasting your money, because if you tint it, you're gonna return the car and you don't get your tint, obviously. You can't really technically do any modifications to it because it's not your car to do modifications. But that's my thing on leasing and buying. Personally, I would buy the car because you could actually keep it. You get to do what you want with it, and then if you get bored of it, you can always sell it. You're not losing any money per se because you have a car for a certain amount of years, and it's not like a waste of money. If you lose $10,000 on your car after say 4 years, that's not too shabby. You had a car for $10,000 and it was nice, so that's not a bad idea. I personally would buy it. But for people who want this car and have no other options and they really, really, really want it, then I guess leasing is a good option, but there's a lot of limitations to leasing, so you really want to consider it, and you got to make sure you can afford it, because cars are definitely expensive, and I don't suggest buying new cars when you get a new job or anything like that, because it can be a big dent in your wallet. But that's just my opinion. If you guys tell me what you guys like, what would you guys do? Lease or buy? Because I personally would buy. Leasing is a great idea, but it's just definitely not for me since I drive so much. Tell me what you guys do. What do you guys think? And if you guys have a leased car, you tell me what your experience with it is. And if you bought your car or you came from a leased car, tell me how that was. Because I'm curious about people who lease Subarus and Evos. I've never really heard about it, but I'm sure people do it. And once again, guys, thanks for watching so much. I'll definitely let you guys know more about my channel, what's going on with it. A lot of changes so far. And check out tgn.tv, because that is my new network I'm with, and they are definitely really grateful and really helpful. And really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'll definitely talk to you guys later. And if you have any other requests on videos, please let me know and like the video, favorite it if you can, share the video, do whatever you need to do. But thanks guys for watching. I will definitely talk to you later.
This video is part of the Way movement, a career path in video sponsored by TGN. To learn more, visit tgn.tv.